The Peskin Report is sponsored by High and Happy Catering out of Springfield, Massachusetts. Their chef, Michael Best, can cook anything you want with or without being infused with cannabis. Check out some of what they make on their Instagram at High and Happy Catering or call them at 413-785-8999. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome to the Pesky Report, a podcast for Red Sox fans.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Pesky Report. This is episode 134. Presented by Belly Up Sports Media. My name is Brandon Brewer. Joining me tonight, I have Hogdale and Brad on here with me. Fellas, what a way to start a West Coast road trip, getting to 500 and sweeping the Oakland Athletics. Let's go.
You know, I'm going to start off by saying something. This team is good.
Yeah,
this team is good. And I have been one to shit on this team because of frustrations throughout the past 2 months. The other thing that I'd like to add on here is during the last episode that you recorded, Brandon, you had mentioned that the Red Sox were undefeated in the month of June.
Still true.
Fun fact, it's still true.
Red Sox get hot when the weather gets hot. June, hot month.
Also, the balls are 100% juiced again. We all agree, right? Like they 100% brought back the juiced balls.
I really don't care.
Right.
As long as the Red Sox are winning, I don't care if the balls are juiced, if they're dead. I really don't care.
I 100% agree. They should have been juiced from the beginning.
Nah, that's true. They had to get rid of all the dead balls from the past few seasons, though, at the beginning of the year. So now we're getting into the new crop. But Brad, to kind of segue off of your statement that the Red Sox are in fact good, I was looking at the AL East standings, and while the Red Sox, yes, they're still sitting in fourth place, they have the second highest run differential in the entire league. They've got a better run differential than the Tampa Bay Rays. They have a better run differential than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the Toronto Blue Jays, the Tampa Bay Blue Jays, which it would be a phenomenal team actually. The only team that's better than them is the team from New York that no one really cares about.
Yeah, you know what? It's fucking amazing that they only have lost 15 games.
It is pretty phenomenal.
And
gotta love the peak early.
The New York Yankees run differential is 64 runs more than what the Red Sox have.
That's crazy. They've had a hell of a start to the year. Aaron Judge has been killing it.
Yeah, they've been good. They have been good, but they've also been able to take advantage and win a lot of close games that the Red Sox have not been able to do. So like you said, Hogdale, maybe they've peaked a little too early, and maybe they're going to hit their skid in the next few months. Who knows if they're going to be able to stay healthy, if they're going to be able to keep this up. They've got dominant starting pitching, and that's been really what's been carrying them. So we'll see what happens as the season progresses, as we get into the dog days. I think the offense is going to be able to carry.
Nestor the molester.
Nestor the molester is a fucking god. He's so good.
He's been so good.
The fact that announcer, who was it, said that Nestor, he called Nestor
so
the
funny.
molester. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
I was laughing so hard.
What world do you think that that's a good idea to say live?
Yeah, no.
Like, one thing that's so annoying about the Yankees that I wish the Red Sox could do is, like, they two like mid to lower end relievers last year in like Michael King and Clay Holmes. And then this year, Michael King has become a god tier setup man and Clay Holmes has become a god tier closer. Like, I wish the Red Sox could just pull that out of their ass, just completely from nowhere. Would be pretty cool. I mean, just as Chapman starts to decline, they pull out two more ridiculously high-end relievers. Cool.
Cheating lab.
Yeah, the Yankees cheating lab, on the come up, back on the come up.
Yeah,
I mean, it was on the
a lot of teams
for a few years.
A lot of teams have that good cheating lab. We talked about it in the last episode that the A's typically are one of those teams with the cheating lab, but apparently they were out of magic sauce this weekend.
Weird how the Yankees are extremely good when Carlos Beltran is working with them.
That is kind of weird. Good point, Brad. We'll circle back to that later if something fishy comes out. Oh, let's talk about this weekend, boys. Let's talk about out in the Bay in Oakland. Dallas Braden on the call for 3 games. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I got to watch Dallas Braden yesterday on Saturday, and they had a bunch of the old timers coming on. Like they had what's his name, Fingers, Raleigh Fingers. Yeah, and they had Reggie in there. Reggie was talking really good about the Red Sox, which was surprising. It's totally different listening to Dallas on like, Baseball Isn't Dead, compared to listening to him as a colored commentator, like analyst or whatever it is. And he's fucking really good. And it's so weird not hearing him swear.
It is amazing how he can just flip the switch and turn it off, right? Because on the podcast, he lets it fly.
Yeah.
But whenever he's in the booth, he's more controlled and he knows that he can't or he'll get fined and all that stuff. But
did you listen to their latest episode?
I have not had a chance yet.
So Carabas had a bet with Braden that if the Oakland Athletics got swept by the Red Sox, Braden would have to clean Carabas's apartment in a maid's outfit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's going to make for some fantastic content.
I'm like, so he had put, I didn't actually listen. I hadn't listened to the latest episode, but he had just posted up one of his snippet videos about it. And I was like, can we get this in a live Twitch?
Yeah.
Please.
Speaking
of Twitch, we also have a Pesky Report Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, go and check us out on Twitch.
Right. So
cheap plug.
Yeah, Pesky Report on Twitch. That's where you'll find us. The A's are actually coming to Boston next weekend in Hogdale, and I will be going to a game together.
Oh, yeah?
Very cool.
A lot of fun.
Very cool. Hogdale making his Fenway Park debut. So ladies, line up to meet the man himself.
So true. Hey, man, if any of you guys are there, fucking 15th in Oakland or in Fenway, Oakland coming into town, fucking say hi. Be fun.
I will be sitting probably, I think it's like 2 rows behind you.
I'm not hard to miss. I'm a big fucker.
Yeah, you're going to have fun sitting in those seats, though.
So wait, Hogdale's 6'3". Brad, you're like what, 5'6", something like that?
I think I'm 5'9". That's at least what my driver's license says.
Okay, so you might have to stand up to see over Hogdale while he's sitting down, even though he's 2 rows below you.
I most likely won't be sitting in my seat. I typically don't sit in the bleachers that long.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I usually get up and roam myself. Let's talk about this game 1 out in Oakland. Sox ended up winning it 7-2. Nasty Nate went out there and got the dub. He's now 3-2 on the season with a 3.41 ERA. Things are looking okay for Nate right now. What did you guys see in this one?
Geez, I don't remember actually.
The whole game was like a blur.
It really was. It's like they've been winning, so it's like so hard to like pay attention and be like, yes, scores and stats and things like that. But I mean, it's nice to see, like, Nate went 6 innings. He only gave up 4 hits. He gave up 0 runs. He had 8 strikeouts. It's good that we're seeing like a more productive Eovaldi. And it's like lately, and we'll talk about this for the next game, it's really been Pavetta's the only one that's been consistent. And having Eovaldi being able to do 6, I mean, he pitched a complete game last time out, but I mean, like, you don't, when he's pitching good, you're expecting like the next outing, it's not going to be that great. So it was nice after a complete game. He did good, and then he comes out. He literally lays down the law. 4 hits, that's it, and I'm fine with it. It was good. Eovaldi did his thing. He's 3-2 now. He's got a 3.41 ERA. He threw 93 pitches, 62 of them for strikes. I don't really know what else you could ask for. 13 of the strikes were for they were looking. So he's doing good.
He has learned to be a pitcher instead of just a thrower, which I think is huge for his career.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Nate just come out and shove yet again. I mean, like, in the games where he was getting knocked around recently, he really wasn't even pitching that bad. It's just that he's been allowing a lot more homers, which is just something he doesn't do, like, traditionally. Like, I think this point...
He gave up 15 home runs the entire season last year. I think he's already given up 16.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's why, like, Nate is usually, like, a darling when it comes to, like, FIP and that kind of stuff, or ERA plus, because he doesn't walk anyone and he usually doesn't give up that many homers. So it's been really weird this season to see him give up, like, so many. Like, every other start, it seemed like he was giving up a fucking dinger. But now it looks like he's starting to limit home runs again, and shocker, he looks like himself from last year. I hope he keeps it up.
I will say this, of all the pitchers in game 1, the most concerning was Strom.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He definitely had some struggles out there, and he's one of the only pitchers that actually gave up a run in this game. So, and I know he left the game with some runners on bags and had to get cleaned up. The guy that kind of surprises me most is that DF Asia got in the game and he didn't absolutely blow a 5-run lead in the 9th whenever he was in there. So that's always a plus.
Yeah, he's actually looked a little bit better since coming up. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my chair on the fly here. I just broke the arm, or the bolt came out. That was fun. He's actually looked a little bit better since they sent him down or optioned him down to Worcester.
Yeah, more on him later.
I mean, even like the worst Ryan Bridger.
Hold on. What do you mean more on him later? You can't tell me he hasn't looked better.
I just don't like the guy.
I know you don't like him. Brazier is almost as bad as Brady and Barnes.
Almost.
Hey, all I can say is in today's game, Rich Hill gave up 1 run, and who gave up the other?
Checkmate, atheists. Yeah, I mean, at least the worst Ryan Brazier still isn't half as bad as the worst version of Matt Barnes. So, I mean, there is that.
They're both bad, though. They're both not good.
Question for you: if you had to pick one of the two, Ryan Brazier or Matt Barnes, you're in the bottom of the 9th, and you're up 2-1, and your pitcher just got hurt, and those are the only pitchers that you have available. Who do you put in? You can't put in a position player.
I put the cyanide pill in my mouth and I swallow it, and then I just die.
That's just the wrong answer. You have to pick one. Pick one.
I pick Brazier.
I call Eck from the booth and say, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you can't be
Come
worse
on
than what we got
down.
here."
Did you? I don't know. Did you guys see his the video of him like making a throwing motion?
No, I haven't
Oh
seen that.
man, it looks terrible. It's because he's had so many surgeries on it. I believe he's had so many surgeries on his rotator cuff
Mm.
on his
But
shoulder and shit.
he had a real funky delivery back whenever he was a pitcher. Like he was one of those guys that tried to throw it as hard as he could.
Was it
And-
hard salad or soft?
Oh, he threw some hard salad for guys that pitched back then.
92 miles an hour, I think.
Let me try to find a clip real quick
I've seen Eck. I was a big fan of Eck back in the day, back in the 90s.
He had the weirdest delivery.
It was almost like a sidearm.
It was, but it was so herky jerky all the time too. Like it was very strange. I know in the show where you can make your pitcher and position player and all that stuff, and then you can go and customize your animations. I always pick Eckersley's like wind up for my pitcher just because I think it's so hilarious to see that going on all the time. But yeah, he's got a very strange setup and delivery.
So Brazier or Barnes?
Oh, see, I was hoping that I could get out of that question by rambling about Eckersley and how weird he was.
It was but a diversion this whole time.
I have to pick one of those guys, huh?
Yep.
No getting around it.
Nope.
And you already said I can't put in a position player. I can't put in Wally.
Well,
Tessie it is. It's really that fucking difficult, huh?
It really is because I don't trust either one of them. You know, we got Ed's bullpen trust-o-meter. They're both down at like 57, in my opinion.
You have to go Brazier.
I can't.
So you're saying Barnes?
I can't say him either.
No, you have to say one or the other. One or the other. Barnes or Brazier. Sapphire, who do you pick? She's like, fuck this. I'm not picking.
he's like, don't drag me into this shit.
Yeah, she doesn't want to have her name dragged through the mud by picking a terrible pitcher.
What do you think, Seth?
I think Barnes.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck you.
He's more recently been an all-star, so he's more
Oh
recent
my
to having
God.
good stuff.
I'd put in Brazier simply for the fact that he told Sanchez to get the fuck in the box.
Okay, so he is a hothead. What happened to Sanchez after the fact? He probably hit a jack off of him.
He actually did.
So good call there, Brazier.
No, I'd still pick Brazier. 100 times out of 100 times, I'd still pick Brazier over Barnesy.
Let's see. I don't like either, to be honest. So that was a very difficult choice.
Yeah, you picked the wrong one. There is a right answer there.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there is a right answer on that question.
The true answer to that question is the electric chair.
No kidding.
Preferable alternative.
Trick question, Tom Karen.
Yes, of course. The true 5-head play.
Oh man, no, but Eovaldi looked good. The Red Sox got in on these guys. I like this. This was good. In the fourth, the game started off, nobody's getting any runs, whatever. Fourth inning comes around, they get 2 runs. Then in the 6th inning, they get 2 more runs. And then I forgot who ends up giving up the other 2 runs to the A's.
Like,
What, in the first game?
Yeah.
The two that were charged were Danish and Strom. But I want to take us back for just a second. I just looked up the 2022 fantasy stats between Barnes and Brazier, and they've played pretty much the same amount of time. Barnes has played in 20 games and Brazier in 21. Barnes has 17 and 2/3 innings, and Brazier has 18. So we're talking roughly the same amount of time for both of these guys. Okay. Barnes has 2 saves and 1 blown save. Brazier has 0 saves and 2 blown. Barnes has allowed 17 hits to Brazier's 22. Barnes has allowed 2 home runs to Brazier's 5. Brazier has more strikeouts.
Still going with Brazier.
Brazier has more strikeouts. He has 19 to Barnes's 14. And their whips are pretty similar. So they're pretty much the same guy.
TC it is.
TC it is. I trust TC more than either one of
Jamai. We could have put Jamai in.
Yeah.
I
would get better results.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is fucking terrible. Holy shit.
But yeah,
you know what else is terrible? I gotta fix this goddamn chair.
Fix the chair. Hogdale. We were talking about this game 1 here that was Friday night. We saw Bogey hit his 6th home run of the year in the 4th inning of that one that got the Sox on the board. 2-0 there. Good to see Bogey out there swinging for the fences. He had 3 RBIs in the game. Glad that Bogey's starting to heat up. What do you think that this means for Bogey? Is he going to have a hot stretch on the West Coast?
I mean, I would not be surprised at all. I mean, the thing about Bogey is he's usually just incredibly consistent. It's very rare that he goes on a cold streak. So, like,
true.
He's usually just consistently, like, hitting around 300, got the OPS around 850 to 900. I mean, I'm sure Bogey's going to keep being Bogey. Like, it's weird calling it a hot streak because, like, he's just always consistently good. Like, when Bogey slumps, like, it's so unbelievably noticeable. It's like, wait a minute, but you always hit. Why are you not hitting? But you always do that.
You know, the one thing we didn't talk about, JBJ. JBJ's he's a dad. Congratulations.
Congratulations, JBJ. Yeah.
Congratulations for having sex.
Hey, yeah. He's been late at least 3 times. Yeah, good job. Good and it opened up for Duran to get another little stint in the big league club. So that's good for him. He's actually been performing pretty well. So good for Duran. Happy to see that he's doing good.
Duran's doing good. I think he was at 333 before today's game. Weird seeing him as a DH. I've never been a big fan of like a DH leading off. It's like, what are we doing?
Kind of strange there.
We had a follower. We had a follower make a post earlier or comment on a post earlier today. Let me see here. I won't say the name because I don't want to like throw him under the bus, but you're replacing JD with somebody hitting 200 points lower. They have a chance to get to 500 today, which they ended up doing. JD is a DH, for Christ's sakes. Under no circumstances does he need a day off. This may be even dumber than wasting Houck with an 8-run lead. Yeah, a DH. I kind of agree. Like, a DH doesn't typically. I would think that a guy that's a DH on an everyday basis doesn't need a day off because he's playing. He also made another post that he's playing about 10 minutes a game. You know, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know more than Cora about when his players need rest. We don't know why he was resting. We don't know if it was, hey, maybe he just when he was running the bases, maybe he tweaked something and we don't know about it. So
also they won anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
and then when he said that 200 points, when he's talking about the 200 points, I was like, he was literally like the DH today was Jaron Duran, and come to find out he was talking about Bobby Dahlbeck. I was like, what?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. So he had some points, but he kind of lost it whenever he didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, the Houck thing is valid. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was
we used Tanner Houck in an
Like,
8-run ball game.
Now, me personally, like, I'm starting to get on this hype train that Houck needs to be the closer for this team.
My fucking God, can we make up our minds? Like, earlier this season, it was Whitlock needs to be the closer. Now it's Houck needs to be the closer. They're not going to fucking name a closer.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Well,
after that Yankee series, remember, everybody wanted Diekman as the closer too. So
yeah, I mean, well, he said the right thing. That's why.
yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Well, I mean, that's kind of has to do with the fact that them not having a closer has directly led to them losing. I don't even think saying 10 games is an understatement. I think at least 10.
No. Yeah, the Red Sox have a ton of blown saves on the season, and a lot of it's attributed to the fact that nobody knows who's going to be closing out the game.
It's not like nobody knows. It's just that the options to close the game that we have just aren't the best on the team. They aren't the best available. Like, if you compared like our closers to like other contenders, like it's just kind of laughable. Like, look at the Yankees. Michael King, Clay Holmes blows us out of the water. The Rays assortment of like Nick Anderson and like 40 other dudes who all throw better than all of our bullpen is way better. The Blue Jays, who's their young guy, Romano, way better.
I fucking hate him so much.
Yeah.
The fucking little squat that he does. I don't know if he does it anymore. Have you seen the time where fucking Vladdy was mimicking him while he was
Yes,
doing
that
it?
was really funny. Like the Astros, they have Ryan Presley. Last year they had Kendall Graveman.
Hey, didn't something happen with Presley earlier today?
He did. Oh my, that was so stupid. So basically, for all you guys that aren't in the know, during the Astros game today, it was the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. A pitch that Presley throws runs a bit inside, and the ump ejects him from the game, thinking that he intentionally threw at the guy. Like
With 2 outs at the bottom of the ninth?
with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth.
Nah.
I mean, MLB
That's
umpiring,
terrible.
it's just so bad. Like, and no one gets held accountable because of the fucking union. I mean, people who are bad at their job are just allowed to be bad at their job. It's baffling. I don't know how it continues to be allowed. I just don't.
Terrible.
Like, you think
Terrible,
throwing
terrible,
at
terrible.
someone, 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Use your fucking head, dude. Context clues. Jesus Christ. They're just all trying to go home.
Bro,
Like-
what the fuck ever.
So-
So I want to talk about something after we're done with these games that has to do with speed. Yeah, are we done with the first game?
Yeah. We've beat it down. Let's go on to the Saturday game where Pivetta went out there, got the dub in an 8-zip.
You mean Nick Pivetta, the ace of the Red Sox rotation?
Yes, the
Unironically.
ace of the ace of the staff with his.
What'd you say,
fi-
Hogdale?
So unironically, the ace of the staff. I mean, he's by far the best pitcher in the team the last month and a half.
Imagine fucking at the beginning of the season, he had a fucking 10-point something ERA, and we're talking in June that he's the ace of the staff.
I'm
Now-
officially allowing that as a mulligan for the shortened spring training. That's what that was.
Fair
Like,
point.
honestly.
And just to remind the listeners, how did he become a member of the Boston Red Sox?
If it wasn't for Heath Hembury and Brandon Workman being traded to the Phillies by
I'm
Chaim
masterclass.
Bloom.
By Chaim Bloom, the master president of baseball operations,
The man with the
And,
best jawline in baseball.
by far the best jawline in baseball.
I have
the
to
dude
admit,
that gets absolutely stoked when the Red Sox are winning games.
I'm gonna go on the best jawline in the world. I saw it in person.
Ooh. Yeah, Brad's profile picture now has that jawline in it.
Yeah,
Like, listen,
and
Heim Bloom looks like his jawline is literally like chiseled, like out of stone. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely,
Great jawline.
It is beautiful. Yeah. Round of applause to that jawline.
Yeah, Heim Bloom's
Good job. Good jawline.
Let's go.
Good job
that's
to whoever created that jawline.
My GM is hotter than your GM.
The chief of baseball operations, whatever.
No one gives
Whatever
a fuck.
title he has. So Pivetta went out there. He went 7 strong. You know, that's kind of become the average for Pivetta is go out there, throw 7 innings, couple hits.
He's pitching the last game on Thursday against the Angels. And what happens if like he goes 6 2/3 next week? Or he goes 5 2/3. Imagine if he goes 5 2/3. Everybody's going to lose their ever fucking minds. It's going to be like, oh my God, what is wrong with him? Gave up 0 runs and he only went 5 2/3 innings.
We'll hear the bring up Brayan Bello chants a lot louder.
So weird. I'm already hearing
He's been
that.
a stud.
He has been a stud, but we don't need him up yet. Not yet. Let him develop a little more.
Make him the closer. We're done. That's it.
don't even
that's
put
a
that out there, Hogdale.
It's time.
Bello the closer. Yeah.
I've seen
Don't
enough.
even put that out
Bring
there.
him up.
I think he's had like, what is it, 3 or 4 starts? How many starts has he had in AAA so far?
You know what? That's like 4 or 5. I don't even know.
But he's been fucking.
He's been so
insane.
good. Yeah, he's been great.
Listen, tired. Tired.
He has had 4 games, 4 starts. He's 3-0 with a 3.63 ERA.
How many strikeouts?
He has 34 strikeouts to 9 walks in that time. He has a whip of 1.254. Pretty good, kid.
So here's the deal. Tired. The tired take is bring Brayan Bello up to be the closer. Wired take, bring Brian Mata up to be the closer. After literally doing it in 1 game.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. You're fucking killing me here.
Yeah, he's appeared in 1 game after like being away from the military and Tommy John for like 2 years. Yeah, bring him up. It's time. I've seen enough.
I've seen enough.
I've seen enough. Let's go. Pull the trigger, Heim. Pull the trigger.
Oh, that's too much. You're too much, Hogdale.
He threw 1 inning. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. You know, he's ready.
Yeah, okay.
He is ready.
Yeah, 1 inning with a 4.65 ERA.
Yes.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's
saving his best
fucking
throws for the
break
big leagues.
Let's pump the fucking brakes here. Jesus
Listen, man.
Christ, man.
No, man. Listen, he's 100%. You know, like they do all these measurables, like like what's his fastball velocity at? Let me tell you, he's got that dog in him, and that's what really matters. Bring him up. It's time.
What was he hitting? Like 100?
I don't even know.
I think he hit like 98. I think that's what it was. What I saw Stu say.
Juice fastball is electric.
Boogie woogie
Got
woogie.
me quaking. Shut up. Oh my god. Skinny.
You guys are ridiculous.
By the way, game 3.
You guys are absolutely ridiculous.
Who's got a fucking party going on over at their house? Why am I
That's
not invited?
Probably my kids that you're hearing. You know, they're out of school for the summer, so they're just running around singing Alice Cooper all the time.
Are they really? That's fucking awesome. Dude, speaking of Alice Cooper and being out of school, you ever seen that Staples commercial that he was in? And then the fucking young kid looks at him and it's like, I thought you said school is out forever.
You know, funny thing, I picked my kids up on their last day of school and I was playing that song. And at first where it says school's out for summer, they were like, yay. And then it says school's out forever. My 6-year-old's like, it's out forever? That's the only part that he really cared about. It's out forever? I don't have to go back?
See, I'm a metalhead, and I like Alice Cooper's version, But I have to say that Gwar did a fantastic cover of that song.
Gwar is wild. For anybody that doesn't know Gwar, they put on a wild stage show.
Yep. If you ever go to one of their shows, you better wear a white t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. It won't be white when you leave.
Nope. You're getting blood all over you.
I'm such a basic bitch when it comes to metal. Like, all I know is, like, Metallica and System of a Down.
That's not bad.
I know it's not bad, but it's just basic.
I mean, as long as you're not saying Five Finger Death Punch. You're a Five Finger Death Punch guy, aren't you?
No,
aren't you, Brandon? Oh, okay.
I've never even
I
heard
was
of Five
like,
Finger Death Punch
no,
song.
I was saying Brandon's a Five Finger Death Punch guy because they're super like military friendly guys.
They are super military friendly. That's really where I heard about them, was at my time at Camp Lejeune.
Of course you did.
They used to come around to Camp Lejeune and hang out with the Wounded Warriors and stuff like that, and they would do shows at Camp Lejeune all the time.
The stuff they do for the military, fantastic.
Cool.
Round of applause.
Cool. Yeah,
their music is fucking
sucks.
terrible.
Yeah,
Listen,
they're not
guys,
good.
The truth is, we know who the best metal act is. It's Skillet. Let's not even pretend that it's any different. All right,
Who?
It's fucking Skillet.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Skillet is? They're fucking.
Should I?
They were a metal band who fucking made some pretty mediocre new metal, but also then they became a Christian metal band, which is very nice.
Yeah, they took the reverse course. They started out as a secular band and then became a Christian metal band. Normally, it's the opposite. They start out as a Christian metal band and then realize that partying and drugs is more fun, and then they become a secular metal band.
Kind of like As I Lay Dying.
Kind of like Under Oath did. Kind of like a lot of other bands have done.
Every time I hear that name, Under Oath, we are getting way off subject here. But the last time I saw Under Oath, they played with a band called the Red Chord, and a guy from the Red Chord, it's fucking fantastic. If you've never seen them, they're playing a show in Pennsylvania for the first time in like 10 years because their vocalist became a police officer. But I saw them at like Mayhem Fest when the very first Mayhem Fest came out, was going on. And the Red Chord was like, "Give it up for Wonderloaf."
By the way,
love it.
And he was so fucking funny, dude, because he'll be like, "Give it up for fucking Dunkin' Donuts," and everybody would just go ape shit.
That's good.
Shout out to Korn, the best metal band, because they're from Iowa. Let's go.
What about Slipknot?
Korn's not from fucking Iowa.
I meant
idiot.
Slipknot. Hello, let's go.
Wow, they're from fucking Bakersfield, you dipshit. How did you fuck that up?
One, because I've never listened to Slipknot. I've never listened to Korn. I've never listened to that. I told you, I'm a fucking basic bitch when it comes to metal.
What do you listen to, Hogdale?
A lot of rap, a lot of classic rock, shit ton of Pink Floyd and the Beatles, shit ton of that.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Kendrick Lamar. That's my fucking guy.
Fair.
I mean, as far as like 90s rap or Ice Cube's fucking sick.
Today is a good day.
Oh, yeah, Eminem. Everyone loves Eminem.
I like Necro and Ill Bill.
Ill Bill?
Ill Bill is
amazing rapper name.
Yeah, well, Ill Bill and Necro are brothers, but Necro is fucking hilarious. The first time I ever heard him was off of MySpace. And I'll just have to tell you the reason I found him out. But he ended up, I forgot what it was, like became friends with me on MySpace. And I was like, oh, I'll give this guy a listen. And he is kind of like a pornocore rap guy.
Oh my fucking god!
Like all he talks about is like, yeah. Let's just leave it at that. And Ill Bill is just.
So anyway, back to the Red Sox.
Ill Bill is just insane.
Don't you dare! I got 2 points before we go back to Red Sox.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
First point, Brad. If you're into that porno core, check out a band called Fight Paris. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll love it. 2, as far as rap goes, I'm a Childish Gambino guy. Let's talk a little let's talk about this game 3 against Frankie Montas. This was the game.
I was
Sharp left
fucking.
turn.
This was literally the game that I was thinking we were going to lose if we were going to lose a game.
If you go back and listen to the last podcast that Hogdale and I were on, I said the Sox were going to win 2, and then they were going to lose the third one because of Frankie Montas, because this dude is absolutely phenomenal. And I was pleasantly surprised that the Sox were able to eke this one out. We even said that they were going to bench a lot of their starting players in this game. JD didn't play. Of course, Bradley Jr. wasn't in because of other situation, but it is what it is. So we called it, except for the score in this one.
You know what would be amazing is if, like, for like maternal leave, it just said, like, on the injury report, it was like, yeah, JBJ out today because his pullout game is weak.
JBJ on the SL, the sex list.
Oh my God. Yes. But yeah, man, I mean, if we go back to the last show we were on, I mean, I probably called for a sweep because that's what I usually do, because I'm a very positive, optimistic man. But I mean,
You're
yeah,
a good guy.
Yeah, you know, who is it? Knows LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm a classy guy. I'm a classy guy, you know? But yeah, man, I mean, the Red Sox got the job done, even though, like, after the first inning, like, they only got one run when they had the bases juiced with one out, which was a bit frustrating.
Can I ask, like, what is up with, like, the hatred for Dick Mountain?
I don't know. He's the best nickname in sports, and people just seem to not like him.
I mean, I understand, like, we lost 10-0 the last time he was out to the Orioles. But, I mean, he's a number 5 starter. Dude's 42 years fucking old. He's still slinging fucking fastballs, granted they're 88 miles per hour, and fucking curveballs that are fucking buckling people's knees. Like, how are we shitting on this guy? He went 6+ innings this game. Like, what the fuck? 42 years old?
I mean, yeah.
I'm good with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's a number 5 starter, like, and people seem to have, like, a hard time adjusting their expectations, which is it's kind of odd. But like, in terms of the Red Sox starter situation, even if people don't really like Rich Hill there in the rotation, man, help is on the way really, really soon. I mean, it looks like Paxton is within sight of him coming back within the next month or two. Or sorry, within the next month, I'm pretty sure. And Sale within the next month or two.
Sale is getting ready to start throwing to batters. I think he'll be back before Paxton now.
Yeah, I agree.
Will he?
Yeah, he's scheduled to start facing live hitters pretty soon.
I think I saw something where it's like could be next week.
Yeah, that I have a feeling that you'll see him with the Woo Sox in the next week or two, and then he'll be up at the big league club probably by the end of June.
All right.
So
speaking of the Woo Sox, I want to give a shout out to our good friend from the UK Red Sox fans, Adam, who ended up coming over from the UK. Fantastic guy. He was super nice. Ended up meeting him at the Woo Sox game, as some of you may have seen in the last episode or heard in the last episode. Saw some really cool shit. Got to go like behind the scenes at Polar Park. Like, I got a picture with World Series champ Mike Temlin. And when we were going to go out to the field, we went like downstairs through like these hallways and stuff, and there's like rooms for families of the players and things like that. So cool. Just like little things you get to see back there. Got to meet some cool people over there as well. But I want to say, it was awesome meeting one of our friends from the UK. He said that he listens to our show all the time. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Adam from the UK Red Sox fan supporters. And yeah, fantastic, dude. He ended up going down to see the Savannah Bananas on Friday. He said he did not have a good time, and I was pretty disappointed in that. I guess the Savannah Bananas have like a general admissions thing, like so they don't have like you buy a ticket and there's your seat. Like you get in, you sit down. If you get up, someone else can take your seat.
Oh, that's annoying.
That is
And
annoying.
I guess that happened to him. And I mean, for somebody who comes from the UK to go see this baseball game, for that to
He's
happen,
probably like, "Fuck this."
yeah, I told him, I was like, I'd be a little pissed off, but I guess they made it up to him yesterday and had him like come in. I guess the owner of the Savannah Bananas had him come in and whatnot, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to the fine folks over at the UK supporters club. Also, we will be doing some crossover with them. We have been talking. We started talking earlier today, and Doink is going to be making an appearance with them on July 10th.
Nice.
So
it's awesome.
We're going to try.
Is that breaking news?
Not really. I don't know if that's breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay. Hashtag breaking.
Breaking news. We are
It's the
going to
first
have
time I've heard of
Doink.
it.
Yeah, we're going to have Doink on the they reached out. They wanted to have they asked me if I could come on. I'm actually moving that weekend, so I couldn't commit. And I don't know if I'm going to have internet that weekend. So I was just like, yeah, it'd be better off if I could find somebody else. And I asked Doink to do it. So,
yeah, tough when you don't have internet to get on a show where you rely on the internet to do it.
Yeah, not sure if I'm going to have internet. I'm hoping I have internet. That's a Sunday. So I'm hoping I have internet on fucking Friday.
Sure.
But we'll see.
So going back to this third game against the Oakland A's, I've got one question for you, and I'm going to put it up on the bottom of the screen and ask you, what does this acronym mean to you?
Yeah, MILF.
MILF.
I'm pretty sure that's the universal acronym for "Man, I Love Franchi."
Yep.
I mean, do people think it's something else?
That's all I got.
I can imagine it. I couldn't imagine it being anything else.
Because, man, I love Franchi because this dude, he took off in the sixth inning of this one with a 3-run bomb and basically sealed the deal for the Red Sox to finish out this sweep.
I'll go one better. I'll go one better than MILF. I'll go Gilf.
Gilf?
God, I love Franchi.
God, I love Franchi.
Yeah. Enough.
Dude, Franchi's just a different player. Like, it's just insane. Unrecognizable.
Since he came up, the Red Sox have been a different team.
Yeah.
True.
You know that sign, you know that thing that they do when they get a hit?
Yep.
That's
like
Franchi brought that up. You know the waving that they were doing last year? That was Franchi.
He was the mastermind behind all of it.
Yep. Fun fact.
Franchi Cordero.
Fun fact. Franchi Cordero is well, now that Jarren Duran is up, he is the second fastest base runner on the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's a fast man.
There was a play. Fast as fuck, boy. He showed off his speed. I don't know what inning it was in, but the Athletics, their second baseman, fielded the ball and he like triple pumped it, and Franchi was almost safe because he decided to like take his time.
He did not understand the assignment. Didn't read the scouting report on that one.
No,
he's like, surely this big muscle man. Like, surely this man is slow. Like, he can't be the speed of a fucking ostrich.
Other fun fact for Franchi. Last year, he had the longest hit home run on the Boston Red Sox. This year,
True.
he holds that record for this year in 2022.
I mean, unsurprising. Dude is just like ridiculous, like raw power. It's just like, it's always been a matter of can he actually put the barrel on the ball.
Yeah,
and he's been doing it this year.
He's been doing a hell of a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. A much better approach to hitting in general. He's taking a lot more walks, a lot fewer strikeouts. Man, I love me some Franchi.
I love me
French toast.
MILF.
MILF indeed. So, guys, going into the next series, we've got the ice cold Angels.
This actually scares me. It's like I don't know. Like, how do you guys feel? Because, like, in all honesty, it's like the Angels have lost 11 in a row. There's no way they're going to lose 4 in a row against the Red Sox. I mean, like, I hope I'm proven wrong, but
I don't know, man. I mean, they're in free fall.
I want them to free fall. I would be happy to see them keep falling from grace, but I have a feeling like, 11 games in a row and then coming to face the Red Sox.
All I'm saying is the 15-game losing streak is going to look really nice after this series. It's going to be really fun.
I hope so. I really do.
I mean, because, Mike Trout is a bum. That's what he's shown of late. He can't hit shit. He looks like Franchi last year, actually, in his last few games.
Since the whole Tommy Pham calling him out for being a terrible fantasy football commissioner, Mike Trout has been not good.
That's fucking amazing that we actually have that.
My Twitter profile right now,
Mike Trout.
My Twitter profile right now proclaims that I am a better fantasy football commissioner than Mike Trout, and it's absolutely true. It's the one thing in this world I'm better at Mike Trout than.
Yeah, because we know that you're not better at weather predicting than Mike Trout. You're not better than baseball. Better at
that's
baseball
still up for debate.
Debatable. Yeah, I was just saying, like, Brandon never blew his knee out back in the fucking 90s. Like, I'm just saying, might be a different story.
Might be a different story. Yeah.
Fucking Christ. What are we doing?
How many shoulder surgeries has Mike Trout came back from? That's what I'm wondering.
Fucking Christ. Are we going through the pictures?
I got
okay. I hope you have more than I do because I've got a bunch of TBDs.
Oh, I've got to pull that for you down. You guys don't use Fangraphs. So I did want to mention, I did talk about the Woo Sox and whatnot a little bit, but I wanted to mention about Brandon Walters. When I went to the game on, was it Thursday? Was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. I went to the game Thursday, and Brandon Walters went 1 2/3 innings, and it didn't look good. It did not look good at all. Hopefully it was just a little bit of the jitterbugs because it was his debut in AAA. But I'm hoping that he turns it around. He'll start on Tuesday. I don't know who the Woo Sox are playing, but he's starting Tuesday, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully he has a better outing because he has a wicked slider, and he was just getting hit, not hard. It was just like he had some soft contacts. Yeah, I saw that. Not a good look. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that or if you want to talk about it outside, but
Oh, Brent, I will 100% talk about it. I'm 100% down.
So the Rays, did they take it off or did they just not put it on?
It says Tampa Bay Rays players refused to wear the gay pride logo on their uniforms this weekend, saying that religious beliefs wouldn't allow it, but also saying that they accept everyone.
Sure did. I mean, those are two contradictory statements coming out of two sides of your mouth, but okay, buddy. I don't know, man. I love it when people use their beliefs to be shitty to people. That's my favorite. I love that. I mean, listen, man, like it's putting a pride shirt or pride sticker on your uniform is not the same as putting a dick in your mouth. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. We just fucking went there, didn't we? I don't know. This is a terrible. This is a fucking terrible look for the Tampa Bay Rays.
It's whatever. I mean, like, this is America. You can do whatever the hell you want at the end of the day. Like, truthfully, you can. I mean,
I put a robot stick in my mouth all the time.
I don't know, man. I just want to be inclusive to gay people. I like gay people. I think they're cool.
I have
They
I have
take
gay
away
friends.
from
I have transgender friends. I have people that are. I have aunts and uncles that are gay. I have nothing against homosexuals. You like what you want. I'm totally for everybody getting married and whatnot. Love is love. Peace is peace. Doing this type of shit. Fuck you.
By the
I
way,
will say this: the first time I took my dad to a double header, which was ironically a double header, we got stuck in a gay pride parade in Boston.
nice. You just got stuck there.
We were wondering why it was taking so long, why there was traffic, because we like left wicked early, and then like we got into Boston, and on Boylston Street there was a parade going on, and let me tell you, dude, if you've never seen a gay pride parade, yeah, just yeah.
I'm sure it's fun. Yeah, man.
When I was stationed out in California, my family, my mom and dad, they came out to see me in California and all this stuff. I just got back from a deployment, and I took them up to LA to see the Walk of Fame, all the celebrity stars and all that stuff. And there was a gay pride parade going on that street at the exact time that we were there, and they looked like they were absolutely horrified at what was going on.
Well, shouldn't they expect that? Isn't there a gay pride parade every day in California?
I mean, that's probably true, but this was this was like the mother of all gay pride parades in LA. It was a big one.
That's funny.
And it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, bad luck on the Rays, in my opinion.
It's whatever. I mean, like, people forget about this in 3 days, so it's not a huge deal for them. But like,
It should.
Like, come on,
but that should.
you couldn't wear the rainbow flag. Like, come on. Anyway,
Did anybody else wear it?
That's what I was wondering. Like, are they the only team that tried to make that happen?
So I mean, that's like
know,
we're sitting here talking shit about the Rays. Did anybody else do that?
I was like, at least they made an attempt.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe there's
I
like
don't
a distinct
recall
pride
anybody
day
else.
for every team, though. I can Google that. I don't know if every team has like their own distinct day that they're going to wear like a rainbow hat or something.
Google that, find out for us, and we'll talk about the probable
matchups?
pitchers. Yeah.
All right. So on Monday, we have Mr. Michael Fozzie Waka up against Noah Thor Syndergaard. That's Fozzie versus Thor.
Battle of the good nicknames.
On Tuesday 6/7, we have Garrett No-K Whitlock versus Reed Dittmers. Sorry, Dittmers.
You can't win with a name like that.
Yeah,
right. I'm assuming so. On Wednesday, I think we have the Battle of the Aces, or second ace for our team. We have Nathan Nasty Nate Eovaldi versus Shohei Showtime Ohtani. That is
hopefully he's a no-show.
Nasty Nate versus no-show Ohtani. On Thursday, we have our real ace, Nicholas Smoochies Pivetta versus Chase Silaseth.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. That is.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Right. Pretty much. So that is the matchup for the week. There it is. I did not pull up the ERAs or anything like that for them because on some of the sites it's still TBD. This is according to Fangraphs, and so far they haven't been too wrong. So, but Waka, Whitlock, Eovaldi, Pivetta. I like that. I hope Whitlock shows up a little better. I hope he actually gets AK. That probably didn't sound good. He gets a strikeout. And yeah, I just hope that the Angels don't show up at all.
Yeah, they've had a pretty rough run of it lately. I think you guys said it's 11 in a row they've lost now.
Yeah.
I know last time Shohei pitched, it was against the Yankees, and they absolutely destroyed him. They hit him for
They've been fucking destroying everybody though.
They got Shohei for 3 bombs in 2 innings or something. It was ridiculous. They were just crushing.
Yes.
Hopefully he's still kind of down on himself and thinks that he can't pitch against American League East teams, and then we go out there and can do the same thing to him. We'll see. Yeah, I got the Sox winning 3 out of 4.
I mean, I got the Sox winning all 4 in a sweep.
Pouring
gasoline on the tire fire that is the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, of Los Angeles. And, really just continue, get us a
official team name,
comfortable buffer above 500, comfortable margin above 500. I like where the Red Sox are at a lot right now. I just really do.
Undefeated in June, Red Sox.
Yeah, got to keep the streak going.
I'm going to be the negative one.
You fuck.
And that's all we have for you tonight, guys. And
I think we'll split. I don't think we'll lose it. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. What was that?
Hogdale, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, the fucking. You never heard that? Like the autistic screaming meme. It's like an 8-year-old meme now. Like,
sounds more like a fucking pig, but
yes.
All right, well, we'll see what happens, and we'll be back live on what day are you going to come on, Brad? Thursday?
I think we're going to do Friday because of the fact that it's a West Coast game.
Oh yeah, it's like a 9:30 start time or something like that.
Yeah, so we typically like to record after the last games of the series, but because it's such a late game, not everybody's going to stay up. So I figure we'll probably record Friday morning or Friday afternoon. Sorry.
Cool deal.
Before we go, I got the pride thing. 23 teams do it. I think there's only 7 that don't.
Do you know the 7 that aren't?
Fuck. I'd have to do process of elimination.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because the way they put it in the article, they just listed every team out individually that has it. I wish they would have done here's the 7 that don't, because that is a bit concerning that there are 7 that don't.
Yeah, we can figure it out on our own and discuss
crunch the numbers,
Yeah, we'll do the research here. That's what we're good at. We're
the real elbow grease, 10 toes down over here in our research department.
Yeah, we're totally fucking professionals.
So professional.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've applauded the show multiple times for our professionalism. I mean, I've been very clear on this.
We're good.
All right, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate everything. Go pick up a shirt at the Petsky Report store. Go like, follow, subscribe. Brad, you want to say something?
No.
All right, bye.
Go Celtics.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Petsky Report. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.